Hi, I'm Kerry, and this is Angela, who's a computer science major, and today we're going to be talking about OT. So, Angela, what's your view on the value of OT?
The value of OT, it helps people reach their full potential through the different techniques they use, and I find that pretty incredible because it's always a way for people to get help when they need it.
I have a very similar view on the value, and throughout the semester, while I was learning about it, I realized that OTs help their patients in more than just one way, such as getting the things that they would be able to live at home, and they also help them more than just regaining physical abilities after injuries and illnesses, and they also help people emotionally and psychologically, as well as their social well-being. And some things that I learned that surprised me, that might also surprise you, was that the amount of people who created OT or had helped make OT what it is today was like a large number of people, but some of them were like Eleanor Clark Slagle and like Herbert Hall and William Rush Dunton, and they had like a big impact on like what it is today. And also, OT began around 1917 and had a big effect in like World War I and World War II, and had an effect on like the soldiers who came back from war and who struggled with like PTSD and stuff like that. And that was like the two biggest things that probably surprised me the most. And then for you personally, what do you think the definition of OT is?
I would define OT as healthcare professionals who help people regain independence in their lives. It's it's really an interesting thing because the difference is with PT is physical therapy that actually helps people like gain their abilities to move and walk again and all that jazz, while OT is part of that, but also more so about really doing daily activities, helping people get back on track with their lives.
Yeah. Um, and then for me, occupational therapy is focusing on helping people regain their ability to participate in daily activities that they would do before they were injured or before they were ill. And they help their patients engage in activities that they wanted to or needed to do, especially when they face challenges due to physical or mental conditions that would technically stop them from doing whatever they wanted to do. And then, since you're a computer science major, I know you don't do professional development, but I watched this movie called Through the Wisdom of Trauma, which is basically talking about how trauma is like sort of an invisible force, and it like shapes like people's lives in various ways, and that in the movie specifically, like people weren't helping those who experienced trauma, and they were just sort of like throwing them to the side in a way, instead of helping them, and they were kind of seen as trauma leading them to having like a wounded human soul. So before we end our vlog, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I mean, you pretty much covered all of it. I wanted to say that I'm happy that I learned more about OT because I think it's a wonderful thing. And yeah.
I would also like to add that the Wisdom of Trauma movie helped me realize as an OT student that patients could benefit more from individual healing than they could from other forms of healing. Thank you for watching.